There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will put total leather and will get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeper. That's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily.
Alright, so it's clear this conservative shit does
You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Oh, it's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to ride on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
On the move from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hodges. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll go back to the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling.
How do I not get his legs here?
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First play of the period will be a second down. Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown,
what a fucking catch.
Yellow Jackets. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Oh,
and the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football on that?
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete.
Sure.
That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Still running up the 40. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Finds his man. It's Hodgins. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back.
10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Bruins want to move quickly, making side adjustments here. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Arizona State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Might be calling a hot route. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Hodges. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some
Oh,
space.
but my quarterback.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The short hands, it's Robinson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Knocked down for the tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Godfrey. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on first down. Just a little.
Y'all don't save him with a D-line swap, bro. Come on.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quickly complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Using his legs to buy some time. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A run for the quarterback. Got the first down and more. Turning it on. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going tempo.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
Watch watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Runs through the tackle. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that...
There he goes! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll give it to the back. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. And some room to work. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Hayes.
So did we just literally not block through the push a block? Like in the most literal sense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Right on the
Oh,
money.
wow.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Going to run it. It's Cox. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson.
That is so
He's brought
bad.
down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Quick spin on the ride. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Give to the running back. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Has to get there to move the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo here for the offense.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They give it to him again.
They'll
knock him down for a loss of a couple. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end.
Stop it, bro. Like, I'm literally right there with safeties.
They'll have the 1st down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in.
I think y'all really just let this nigga hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You serious?
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
The snap sets up the throw. Lets it go to the end zone.
Bro, where is my...
Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What the...
That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the NFL. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. On the ground, it's Powell. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. Somehow it's 2nd and 7. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They go to the ground.
Oh, you.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
You dropped my, like, you're dropping the ball, bro?
Pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this 1st down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, let's go.
Complete in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Okay, just got some.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth.
There it is.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators? If you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know time
You said what?
changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone.
Nope.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Ball to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.
Needed that dub, fellas.
Eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least.
That's what I'm talking about.
Say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done.
And this bitch-ass nigga wanted to spam, hurry up, I formed the whole second half, though? Damn, nigga! Thought we was better than that? Fuck! No, the game ain't... Whoa! Hey, yo, what's going on? The game ain't safe? Hey, man, I had to deal with I-form hurry up for the rest of the goddamn motherfucking game. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. On God, that curl route, I was like, oh, shit, I fucked up. Next thing you know, my player caught it. I said, oh, shit. Bro, the game didn't say, oh, this is some bullshit.